Oh, it's hot and I need to put my fan on me. Okay. Fan turn. Hello and welcome to my live stream. I'm host Planet Hybrid on her by YouTube channel, and it's, as you can guess, it's Star Wars Republic. So yeah. Let's see. Just gonna do the things that we hopefully Crimson and Lizzie will join soon. So yeah.
That's how distracted he is, folks.
And you just jumped in. So how long did it take you to update?
Not that long.
Oh yeah, and it turns out this week we got the you know what. It's the what's it called?
Oh. I bet.
Alright. Okay, so I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, I'm gonna do something stupid.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait for Lizzie, but I'm gonna just do something real. I'll get myself some cartel coins. Guess why? It's basically what do they call it? The black crystal within. The one I was checking.
That dark crystal you wanted.
Yes, and let's see. One-time password. Gotta wait for that. There we are. If you haven't logged into the webpage for ages, or it will give you a one-time password. And I may use it on the web page because it's better than doing it on Steam. Alright. At least I can get a certain outfit now. But yeah. Yeah, but now I need more. That just means I need. Yeah. Also, this is just really to check the, you know, if it's legacy bound and that. Alright. Okay, hot. Give me the silver crystal. That was it. No, that was it. Here we go. Black silver crystal.
Cool.
Yes, I want it. where Lizzie is. Alright. Put these down, put this over here. Alright. Bound to Legacy. Yes, 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 yes. And putting these away. It might be a bit of where I had to take off, you know. Hi, Beck. Are we doing alright? But yeah. So I got some dark crystals now.
Oh, cool. Come on, do that. Yay!
One room. You right?
Yes. I just gave a red lightsaber to my Jedi.
Okay. Well, the good thing is they're all bound to Legacy, so that's good. The bad bit for is
You may get the item, but you don't get the crystal for it.
no, I got the crystals. It's just
Oh no, for my end. For my end.
yeah.
I grabbed the pair of Star Force lightsaber and everything to add to my Jedi, and then I looked and I'm like, there's no red crystal. I'm like, what? At least you got your item. That's funny. I actually didn't think I had enough cartel coins to actually unlock it for my whole account. That's cool.
I'll jump on my John in a second. I am happy I got those things, but it would be better if they actually made it so it's what's the word? Unlockable with the cartel bit. But at least I got the crystal. Also, I did tell Lizzie about that update. I think I told her before you. Alright. I've jumped on to the... Oh, man, it's hot. The good thing is it does cool down when it's basically 1 in the morning. So, about after I rest, I can... Are you on yet?
I'm getting there.
I know what Beck's doing. I know Beck is watching right now. She said hi.
He probably playing Star Wars.
Yep.
Who knows?
And I see a Cyber Commander.
I was actually able to do adjustments to my character in your thing for his avatar to where he actually accesses his other variant forms. But due to the Archet limitations, though, I can only do 4 variants.
You in yet? Out.
I heard the Lizzie.
Lizzie!
I'm in.
Lizzie!
Oh, I got still so clear out my inventory.
Is Izzy okay? Hugs. Because you know what this means? We gotta jump back, go jump on our Jedis.
Yeah.
Hugs Izzy.
Oh, how long I'm staying.
Aww.
You gotta take a break, Lizzie.
No, I'm just saying I don't know if I'm going to pick up the boys today or if my aunt is.
Let's take. You feel tired?
Nope.
Then what's wrong? Snuggle.
I don't know. In all honesty.
Hugs tight. Is this to do with the thing you said earlier?
No. No. It's not helping, but no.
Ooh, nice Beck. Wait. Oh no. Beck, let me guess, you want to join the guild to give them XP bonus? Be right back. I'm just gonna help Beck out.
No worries.
Yeah, since his girl doesn't play the game, he's made a character to be like her, so he plays her. Just so that they can basically both be in the same game. Good thing is my Jedi head of the guild, Jedi Guild, is on the planet already. I don't mind using my guild just help people to level up faster and get the reputation fast. Yeah, I don't mind. That's what it's for, to help friends to get their things up. No, no. Okay. Wait. Beck, are you at the Jedi thing, or are you just created it? What was that?
I'll
Wait.
close it.
Guardian, level 1. Razor Bearer. In capitals of that. How does he? Helping friends is nice. Alright.
Flesh Raider reinforcements. We must protect the Nars.
And say hi back to them. Hope they're doing alright too. Alright. I might as well do this little bonus thing. Even if it's just to get a bit of XP. Alright, let's go back. Where? Oh, where?
We've repelled the Flesh Raiders.
No.
Now, thank you.
Ah, I restarted it. Oh, they. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's see. Where? Oh, where? Ah, there you are. I bet. Alright. Invite to guild. Right. Alright, bet. You go off. Right now I'm going to jump back to the Mandalorian, and now back to level up with his girl.
Oh.
Yeah. Helping people to level up is fine. Because my guild is meant to be relaxed and that. Just use the buffs and that to help people out.
Yep.
How's Lizzie? How's Lizzie? How's Lizzie?
Get out of here. Sorry.
How's Lizzie?
Oh, yeah.
Is someone? Lizzie, someone move your mic?
Is there?
It sounded a bit static, like boop.
Maybe.
Hug sake.
That's
Maybe I should make you a baby and rock your arms.
no. No, 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 no.
You didn't have any nightmares. You didn't have any nightmares, did you?
Not that I remember now.
Hugs. Then the cape has done its job, protecting you, protecting you, and snuggling you. And so did the supers.
No.
So, I have not told anyone about the thing.
His name?
The one you showed me in the shop.
Oh. Wait, what?
I can't say it or it'll just be a hint.
I'm confused.
He's trying to make it a hint wise, so that way he
Type
doesn't
it to me,
spoil.
type it to me. 'Cause I'm
Alright.
confused.
And run over the running.
Okay, I typed it, Lizzie.
Wait, y'all here or?
Yeah. Did you read it?
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, I've not told anyone.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But did you get it?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Do you have...
Yeah, I had it.
Oh, how sweet. You got a...
The picture. The picture was in the car, and I couldn't
Wait, I can't wait. I'm trying not to say it, Lizzie. Cause I can't actually give him my words.
Do you want me to say it? That
You have
way
to
you're still keeping your word?
If you say it first, then I've already kept my word.
I got a little super plushie. Another little one. It's like a little classic supersonic.
Yay.
Technically, it's her child.
Shush.
How's this, Lizzie?
I'm gonna walk around. I'll walk around the map.
Walk around the map? What map?
Mhm.
Wait, are you on?
The map. Yeah.
You're a Jedi?
Yeah.
But you said you're not going to stay long.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm staying long or not.
How's tight?
That's why I said I'm just gonna explore.
She wants to explore so she can relax.
Also, Lizzie, I got the black lightsabers. Crystals. Right. Hope you both.
I can't if I wanted to dance.
I just had a thought.
Oh boy. I get the thought you know something.
Pretty
Go on.
sidekick, Buster.
Well, if we can get a lot of donations, I can just get you guys the stuff so you don't have to be subbed. But that's going to take a long time. And one of the things I would have to give you both by mail is the guild bank unlock. Basically, the guild bank unlock allows you to access the guild bank and get the items.
Impressive work. You can see we now have access to the Organa systems. They're all talking about the
How's Lizzie?
ruthlessness and brutality of the recent attack. They
almost
train
got the
you
whole map
Imperials
full.
well, don't they?
Careful. Oop.
I'm no Imperial.
Give Zizzy some catnip.
I thought you might. Now that we can monitor the Organa's communications, it should be possible to... Lord Null,
Grab your cape and put it around you.
send aid quickly. Order outpost 2 under attack.
You sound tired.
The lap go over the gate.
Perimeter defense is breached. We're under attack by
I'm not
assault
tired.
droids. Repeat, a coordinated attack by probe and assault droids.
So Lizzie, should we add that idea at the end of the Rockstar video?
But I could probably defend your base.
Yes. Go now. It hasn't paid. Whatever you want.
Oh, you know, you did a little comic with it.
Are under attack.
I'm not saying it because it would be a spoiler.
Hunter killers and probes.
Only I said it to you a few days.
Oh,
Skeleton crew.
yeah.
You're the only one close enough to reach them in
That
time.
is funny.
please,
It'll be fun.
save my bases and bring me the memory cores of any probes you destroyed. Who's behind this? Good luck.
Every second, more of your men's lives are lost.
Thank you. Now hurry.
How's Lizzie? It's time, Dad. Hug for Lizzie. Oh no,
Hugs Lizzie.
yeah, Cribs, if you noticed, they respawned. Snuggle.
I know.
Pet the Lizzie, pet the Lizzie, boop, boop, boop. Pet the Lizzie, boop, boop, boop. We must hug the Lizzie. Everyone in chat, give Lizzie hugs.
No, I'm fine. Not being attacked.
Combs Lizzie's hair. Rubs Lizzie's ears. Cooks some fish for Lizzie.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
I just ate.
Alright, now do the one thing you don't want me to do. Do you know what that is?
Here.
2, 1.
You can just put it in the fridge.
Do you know what that is?
That
Is he?
not be what I think it is.
What is it in?
You know. Don't you dare throw it away.
If you get it right, I won't do it.
That's what I was.
You have
doing, but
2 guesses.
I just gave one of mine.
What was it?
So don't you do.
Don't let that. Don't let that what?
Is the microphone cutting out?
No, you're just whispering.
Yeah, you're slightly whispering a little bit.
So what is it, Lizzie?
No worries.
Don't you dare throw it away.
Not just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
What'd you
Don't
say?
throw it away, Rennick.
Throw the food away.
No.
If it's throw the food away, that is not it.
Okay.
Yeah, one more guess.
There's only 2 other things I think you would do with it.
Who said it was that? Who said it was with the food?
What?
I said there's something I'm gonna do for you, but I'm not. I'm gonna give you a guess to what it is. I didn't say it's with the food.
Oh,
Can I give her a hint?
I don't know.
You don't know? So Lizzie gives up.
Can I give her a hint?
Sure.
Alright. Hey, boop the end of your tail.
And there it is.
I did say.
Neat.
Alex,
Also, I got the whole map blue.
you're blue,
And I just
Lizzie,
went
blue, baby, blue. You're gonna be blue, 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 Lizzie. So Lizzie, you're blue.
Damn.
Oh, Crimson, this is kind of a sneaky little thing when you do the missions like this. Because you literally just go this way and you was you there.
Think about it, when you say that she's blue and everything, does that make her the same color as one of your world rings?
No. I'm saying she's blue because
I already
she's
know, Ray,
Lizzie.
I'm trying to make a joke funny. I was trying to make it funny.
Do I dare bring up a picture?
Stop right where you are.
Oh, it's this guy.
Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is
Alright, I
permitted
already
within 10
showed my
paces
picture, so I'm
of a person
good.
without my express consent.
Is he serious?
Wait, you are an advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous. And I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
The point of mom you got there. Mom was a nerf herder.
I will not trade barbs with a base-born wretch. Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Franta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers. A mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
I'm not your errand boy.
How's Lizzie?
You're less than that, if anything.
Oh man, I hate these fools.
Even tasks of menial honor. If you have no honor and will not prove yourself, I have no reason to further tolerate your presence.
Give me the tokens so I can get this over with.
Present the tokens to the fool nobles at each outpost like so, and do not dare speak to them. If I receive word from them in short order, you may consider our business annulled. Run along now, and mind your betters.
You fools are not my betters.
I was tempted to go dark side and just punch him in the face.
Okay, I have like over 3,000 credits. I could literally just. Huh? Get a few things. I'm waiting for Crimson to come out of the room. Wait, Crimson, you rang out!
I already did. Yes, I did.
Not just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
Hi.
I was actually trying to think if I should get something from the cartel for you both. Or should I say that up for if someone donates a whole bunch? How does he?
Is that what you want to do?
The thing is, even if I get them, it would take you would have to wait until you can get them from the guild bank, but then I have to give you both a guild bank item.
Yeah.
Bas-
So, wouldn't it be better to wait for the guild bank first, then get the other item?
It might be better to let you both make a Jedi Counselor character. I invite that to the guild, and then basically that by the time hopefully get some donations, I have enough to get the stuff, and then just have to wait a few days for the whole thing. Yeah, of course. When I get them, there's like a 2 or 3 day waiting period for them to unlink to me.
Yeah. Funny enough, I can't make another new character on this server because I'm at maximum 4. Yeah.
And this is only got 2 right now. Yeah, I think I need to also get some character slots. So you have 8 characters of all.
I'm not gonna worry about too much.
But yeah, that'll have to wait until after we get donations. And a whole lot of them.
Bro!
I have made my way back to you. So.
How does he?
Woo! Good job, Liz.
How does he?
Wow, these are explosive commandos.
No, they're just using rocket launchers.
I know, but it's still explosives.
Hugs Lizzie. Pet Lizzie. Up Lizzie's ears. I know I have a lot of things for donations now. Yes, Lizzie?
I like that I can talk to the little companions.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get up at levels, now they increase. It's basically automatic now. Before you had to just increase the companion thing to get that bit done. But now it's just as a full bait with the story.
I kind of want to see if I can do that on the other one, just like talk to the companion.
You can. But once you talk to them, you have to wait to a certain time before in the story before you can do it again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if we do this, if I click, we missed the daily. Nope, we still gonna do it. Get the dailies.
Bubbles.
Not bonuses. Only we need 3 more. These 4 will do.
Oh, you went kaboom.
Alright, now we gotta go this way. Hugs Lizzie. My Padawan. My Padawan Lizzie. And my Acolyte Lizzie.
And
I am
soldier that protects.
Lizzie shall not be in danger.
Nope.
Anyone who...
one of your 2 questionable drinks and 2 cups.
What did you do?
There's a random table with 2 weird looking drinks and 2 cups, and I'm just standing by it.
Are they blue?
one is like a wine bottle almost, but it's brown and then it's got a white and red stripe on the label.
Oh, so they're not
And
blue.
the other one is like a teardrop and it's pink.
Burn
With a
every
green mouth.
farmhouse. I want every traitor smoked out.
This is in
every
the game, by
sympathizer
the way, just to
weeping.
specify.
We'll finish this later. Dismissed.
Yes, my lord.
Honestly, if one of them was yellow, I was gonna ask, is that Super's drink?
Ah, welcome to Alden. I'm Duke
Or
Kelbus of the Vibrant
there is a yellow and
You'll
red
be through my
swirly
trust,
one.
see
I'm pretty sure Super drinks Coca-Cola or
But
Pepsi.
that's not why
Okay,
you're here.
that's unexpected.
I imagine the question of House Lenar's pirates has come up, and you want an
Yeah, I think
answer.
you're driven that.
You seem awfully eager to talk.
I just assumed. The pirates have been on the news hollows. The people support them. And let me start fresh. When House Thol returned to Alderaan, our vassal House Lenar turned on us. We had to sanction their leaders. But the Lenars became martyrs, and their house soldiers turned to piracy. And their attacks earned them a reputation for heroism.
What's the job?
The Lenar pirates live at sea, and their land-based contacts are experts at smuggling supplies to them. I put a sizable bounty on the pirates and doubled it for the populist traitors who coordinate them from the land. Yet the people, even the starving ones, refuse to do the honorable thing and alert us to the meeting places.
If a fugitive was sipping tea in your palace vault, I'd still sniff him out.
Given how elusive these so-called heroes are, that's not such a stretch. Our intelligence says the Lenars come ashore on the beach not far from here. No doubt they will be lying in wait for a target.
Yeah.
Lord Hollis Thol.
Ah, Saverin is becoming more generous in his tributes. Pass on the gratitude of House Thol.
Oh, scrap. We just accepted a group mission.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's fine, it's fine. It's literally on the way we have to go anyway.
I know. I'm just messing around.
Plus, it might be a
I'm
bit
actually
good idea.
solo group myself anyway, so I actually did pretty good.
Alright. Freeze. How's Izzy? How's Izzy's?
I found out how to get on the second floor. Man.
What's second floor?
Of the place we're at last.
Oh.
The dog.
This part. Anyway, good job.
Watch out, that's a boss. Oh, for the love of bossy boss, let's just fight him. Lizzie the Ewok, ba da 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 da, ba da da da, dee 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 dee. Lizzie the Ewok.
Can you imagine an Ewok with kitty ears? That'd be cool and cute sometimes. I was calling you Ewok.
I can imagine Lizzie as the Ewok. Oh, cooting casually.
Imagine her with little cat ears instead of little bear ears. Adorable.
Hugs, Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie. You remember Doctor Who? Remember when we were watching the Christmas special? When the Doctor regenerated? Remember the Robo Santas? Well, the episode of Doctor Who I'm on now, of what we're watching all, I'm on the episode where those things have returned. Yeah. What is the Doctor mostly famous for?
Other than his time traveling?
Or his companions, that? It's the phrases he says, like, what? 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 Like, when something he doesn't know what just happened. Basically, at the end of this, current season I just watched, he was just minding his own business in the TARDIS, when suddenly he sees a bride. And then the bride turns around, sees him, and she goes, "What's going on?" And he goes, "What?" And he says, she's asking him what's going on, and he goes, "What?" And she complains, and he goes, "What?" And says, "You go, do something like this?" And says, "What?" Yeah.
I think I've seen that scene, maybe.
I like the one episode where he's talking about his
Like,
fez.
he
and
just
I really
getting-
like his fez.
Why does the Doctor have a fez?
That's what his companions were wondering too.
Also, why was the fez in one of the archives? The Black Archive.
Who knows? I guess somebody likes fez.
Oh yeah, in the Day of the Doctor, that was fun. Oswald said about the Black Archive, and all three Doctors just looked at her, like they already knew what it was.
Fascinating.
How do we only need defeat? Great, so it means we have to defeat all the ones with line on them.
Yeah, you gotta keep the Lennar and not the other one. It's a pain, but yeah, that's the way to do it.
Oh, great.
But
There's one.
I think Lucy actually would actually look adorable because
Does this even know what a fez is?
God damn. It's a red hat, I think. The little red hat with the...
Yeah, with a bit of string on top.
Instead of string.
an upside down cup
Yeah.
is what it looks like.
I just seen a clip of it today. Oh,
Cool.
Oh yeah,
went to a different
a certain pond, when she saw him in that, she just chuck it away.
Yeah, I didn't blink, but it was so funny how you just kept on having that thing of photos.
word has spread. Collaborating with House Lenar's ruffians earns a swift death. You have culled their numbers and now fear is in full bloom.
Come to me attacked. Why did you... Oh, for the love of... Alright, time to deliver these tokens and watch out for those trees. Hugs the Lizzie, hugs the Lizzie, hugs the Lizzie. Boop the Lizzie, boop the Lizzie, hugs the Lizzie, boop. Pet the Lizzie, pet the Lizzie.
I clicked the companion again just to test it. To see what it would do.
And
It said, objective, objective not reached equal Jedi not feeling well.
who said that?
Wow.
The robot.
This is sufficient, I
from,
suppose.
T7?
I'll send word to
T7,
Malthus that
yeah.
his contribution did not go unnoticed.
Apparently Luna did a drawing though.
Or what?
Oh. She just says you need to look in Discord.
Okay. Wait, Discord.
Oh.
Ah, that's so cute. And saved.
Of course she did.
What? It's cute. Just like the other ones I saved, like this one of Lizzie and Dusk. This one of
This baby Lizzie is adorable.
the one up from last stream's night stream,
Oh, wait. Oh, that's a screenshot, yeah.
and the one of Lizzie as a baby, with her nose booped.
My question is, why did you give her a world ring?
What?
Wait, what?
There's that one where you're like a little kid, little baby or kid or anything, and you're like a little ring.
That was not the world ring.
I know. I was like, what? No.
It was just a plastic ring. It's not a world
Plus, I can't actually give people the rings.
ring. Don't they die if they touch it unless it's you?
Oh no, the
No,
rings,
only use all 7.
the rings affect people with emotions depending on the ring. If they hold them too long. But if I've got them all and I allow someone to make a wish, they gain the wish effect.
Yeah. They are dangerous if you fire them.
Alright.
My character knows that for himself because he actually had to deal with them in his universe.
Yeah. And I actually had someone several people I've actually allowed to have wishes on the wings. One of them be the person I showed you in that one comic last night, Lizzie. I told you who the father is.
And I heard comic and I
Spider guy.
No, the other one. That's another dimension.
I don't think I've seen that.
Is he? The hedgehog one where it starts off about the first person who ever got roboticized.
yeah.
Well, when Ronnie went to the other dimension with the one who was a very old hedgehog, that's the one he gave the world rings to make a wish. The wish was to have a second chance, where it then sent her mind back in time to a certain point, where she was able to have a second chance. And because of that, things changed. And she now lives a happy life. She's actually had a happy life for a long time now. And I booked Lily on the nose.
All right. You've done the goal of a 10-year-old boy. I'll grant you that.
Time to hold up your end of a bargain.
That's
I
Lily.
said I'd consider dealing with you. However,
I tried
am
putting
satisfied that you can
Crimson's
handle
quills
the
in a
trifle
bun,
of delivering
but
this message.
they all go back to
And I've
normal
unlocked my half of the
as
security.
soon as you let
You
go.
may return to Baron Zaka, appearing
Yeah,
somewhat.
because I haven't set him up for that yet.
Yeah.
I gotta make an upgrade though.
I'll be sure to tell him you didn't
I am
soil
gonna check on
yourself
my
when we
character
met.
later on just to make sure.
So, oh,
But enough of this
Crimson?
vagrant banter.
are you going to choose the third choice?
Third choice light.
It is light, but read what it says.
I will as soon as it pops up.
Middle and third. Second choice and third are light.
Ah,
Pet Lizzie. Loves the easiest.
cool. And you definitely know which one I'm gonna pick then.
Look the Lizzie. Lizzie, I've got black lightsaber crystals.
Nice.
Yes, but it cost me a bit of cartel coins to get them. Yeah, the season pass for PvP. Into the building we go. Hug the Lizzie, pet the Lizzie, poop the Lizzie. Is Luna smiling? Because I saved the picture.
Probably. Either smiling or hiding.
Well, technically, I said it about 4 minutes ago, so yeah, she's smiling. Why do these rooms have to be so big?
Because it's Star Wars, they gotta make everything big. Which is weird.
The palace wasn't this big in Knights of the Republic. When you get to the palace.
Yeah. Like I said, they like to make really big rooms.
And hopefully after I've had a rest after my dailies, I'm kind of Pet Lizzie.
You definitely need to take a nap.
No. It's this heat. What was I saying?
I don't know something about how big buildings work.
Yeah. When we get to the palace at the end of this planet story, you see how big that is?
Yep.
It's literally way bigger than it is in Knights of the Republic.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Lizzie. Chirp, 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 chirp.
I cannot thank you enough for your quick work. I
Try
don't
to
know
turn
what
to
the
a bird.
Organas were after, but
Wait,
that attack was
He's
not
referencing
planned.
the
Twi'lek.
It was a costly
Thank
defeat
you.
for them.
Well, they're deep.
Once you get your ship, Lizzie, you can remove the slave collar from her.
Who's the source of these?
How is Lizzie?
Programming signatures point to Lord Cedric Kilesa.
Lord Killes is my vassal. He swore loyalty to me personally when we returned from exile.
Bottom line, no one's gonna serve you if it doesn't serve them.
The parameters indicate the probes were to join an assault team and My lord, this program indicates an assault team massing in a tunnel between here and the Kalisa estate.
Oh, come on. You know, did you just have a shot? Did the screen just shake for you?
The siege tunnel. Blood of the Queen. They're coming through the siege tunnel.
Is there a reason for that?
Those attacks.
Someone chose the dark side and blew up the tunnel.
Wretched traitor. That tunnel connects his
Oh.
lands directly to our estates.
Our stuff is reacting to what they did during the thing. Okay.
Yeah, so if someone chooses something
I
that...
like that.
Yeah, so we still get the exposure in that.
Yeah.
You know this place better than I do. What's the best defense?
Mob Sarek gave us cartons of thermite explosives. They take time to set up, but they pack a punch.
Hey, Crimson,
Take them into the
you got 89, I got 98.
His army. Seal the access
Oh, so we
so they
both had
can't
a flip.
threaten us again.
How do I get into the siege tunnel?
There's an entrance to the tunnel nearby. The storeroom is in the same area. I'll recall my troops to defend the surface, but there's no doubt the real battle will be below. Thank you.
Alright, are you ready? We must get some explosives. We must plant explosives. And there's basically two choices here. We can either explode them or have a duel.
every time I hear duel, I keep on thinking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, I got my explosives. You have to get the explosives.
Yep.
And we run for the hills, hugs the Lizzie, pet the Lizzie and give her boops and a boop and a boop and a boop and a boop. Sits her on Emily's lap and super gives her chocolate.
Why do I feel like I need to do a levitate spell where you can't even recluse?
Ties Crimson up on a chair so Digit can sit on his lap.
And Digit basically just flicks Rennick in the nose. He gets stitched off, and I start.
3,
eating
2,
the rope.
1.
Yeah, I know. You still make the assumption, ironically enough.
Are you two making assumptions?
Sorry?
What is assumption? No, I'm kidding.
How's Lizzie? Alright, we need to put a bomb here. Crimson, do you know where it has to go? Because I do. Two more bombs. Now I know what Crimson's going to be doing here, but whose side will it take?
You don't know the answer to that already, then you don't know my bounty hunter character.
No, I meant the random choices bit.
I know.
Will it give me the number or will it give you the number? Alright, here we go.
And there goes your turn.
Oop, the Lizzie. Something's wrong with Lizzie's mic.
So the Imperial puppet who taught Jorah Thul to bite instead of bark.
I
Does he
haven't
lick your
seen
hand? Fetch your
Oop.
servants?
Real Alderaanians will never bow to the likes of you.
Yield, and you may keep your title and your lands.
I would sooner see Alderaan blasted into space debris than given over to the Empire. You don't even have the guts to fight this yourself, instead of hiding behind a carton of thermite. If you had a shred of honor, we'd settle this now. You and your people against me and mine.
Your man against mine.
Ah, that's more pride than I would expect. Duel of skill, then. If your men
So you didn't want to blow up the whole room, Crimson.
bow to Jorah Thul. If I
No.
will, you stand aside and let me cleanse
Just so you know,
Alderaan of this scourge.
when we do this with the Sith, you can actually blow it up if you get the number.
To arms!
I know. So that's when it stays my evil.
Oh, that's fast.
Concede. You have slaughtered the best of my men. You have the better skill. Perhaps it is Alderaan's fate to fall to the Empire. I will tell my people. We must find a way to live through these times.
Show them that sometimes there's more strength in your life.
I will tell my army to stand down.
Absence his nose.
Mercy.
Lord. Look, Lizzie. How's Lizzie? Boop your nose. Super boop your nose.
Mom.
Super kisses your nose. Super hugs you.
Ah, wait, I got distracted. I'm dying. Okay, there we go.
Alright, I got one. Your quest, spiking the punch. What does it say?
What?
On your quest, spiking the punch, what does it say?
Return to Baron Garrod.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because I think the thing's being weird.
You mean because there's a bit we're showing a missions guy in this when we were in?
There's a mission thingy showing up that looks like it's part of your...
Yeah, weird.
I'm getting there!
Lizzie, you sure you're gonna jump off soon?
Surrendered. My men are returned to the outpost.
Aww. So you don't want us to join you and help you, my Padawan?
I will tell Moff Seg of your heroism immediately.
Hugs.
Y'all could hop on for just say hi, but I'm literally getting back to the bar.
Picks you up.
But it did not cost us the bank.
Okay, thanks.
I'm holding you, Dizzy.
The fowls need not fear.
Rocks you in my arms.
It would be a waste to retain a group of your importance any longer. The General Stanel Fowl is
Gives you to Ebony.
efforts near House Ald. Speak to him if you'd like to take a further role in this conquest.
Now you're in Ebony's arms.
You have saved my house's dream of ruling our world, and taught me much about what that will mean.
Ebony gives you a kiss on the cheek.
I will not forget.
You know what'd be funny?
Oh,
If someone drawed Super as a Jedi and you as a Jedi kissing. Who was giggling?
no, anyway, I'm gonna hop off now.
As wait, Lizzie as a Sith, Super as a Jedi, and you both kissing.
No. No.
You do know that Luna's still in the stream, right? She's probably heard us and is probably gonna do that.
Well, no, not after that talking to.
Of course, if she does that, then she has to do a picture of Rogue and her at the beach.
Hope you feel better soon, though, Lizzie.
Hugs Lizzie, snuggle Lizzie.
Noble houses must accept their obligation to combat.
Ebony, Super, take good care of her.
Try to open this book.
If she frowns, give her kisses.
You would have made a fine royal guardian of the
And
mountains.
if not, I'll send a Fleetway Ebony to her.
Also,
Only one Ebony makes
look in chat. Anyway, bye.
What was that? Lizzie, you know I'm checking. I'm always looking at chat right now. So I do see what Crimson put. Oh, Lizzie's okay.
It is clear that you have
I
plans
had
in
a
motion,
dream
nephew.
of a picture in my head there.
Plan.
I might actually do that to see if
Tell me,
it'll feel
did
better.
my nephew mention that he already hired a bounty hunter?
No, it's not
Got
gonna be
him
another
properly
Fleetway
killed.
Ebony. Something else.
What's he talking about, Zakar?
You're already aware of Duke Corwin's reputation for survival.
That could have been our competition. I got a lucky break.
If you would please excuse yourself, Uncle. I have business with my advocate.
Rafid doesn't disgrace us. Advocate.
back without incident. I'm surprised Lord Malthus didn't raise a stir. Insufferable man.
Wait, does Luna likes the idea of her and Rogue on the beach?
According to Malthus's information, Duke Corwin is in negotiations with our enemy, House Organa. They're placing messages in phony relics at House Alder's Royal Museum for later retrieval. Corwin's placed an imposter relic in the museum recently. You'll have to forcibly enter House Alder and find it.
Can't I just buy a ticket and take a tour?
House Alder is a vassal house of Organa. They are at war with us as much as anyone else. And use extreme caution. The museum holds priceless cultural treasures. Nobody wants to be responsible for destroying that heritage.
That looks like we're getting a sightseeing after all.
Wow, I'm gonna get sightseeing after all. Alright, I had to make a choice. Do I A, get the Jedi robes? Or do I B, get you stuff?
You go ahead and get your robes, that way you can have them set up already. You can push some of the other stuff later. Oh, when you deal with one, you don't have to worry about it. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
I know one thing I've got. Crimson, I just bought a extra character slot for you. So in 2 days I'll be able to give it to you. Well, less than 2 hours, like a day and 12 hours. So basically Thursday I should be able to give it to you. And on that day, oh wait, no, we gotta ride.
That's actually the funniest. That's actually the funniest thing. And everything. That my character is actually based off of me and everything. So even though I based him off of Sonic the Hedgehog, I actually have more patience than Sonic is. It's funny.
Oh yeah, Kramer, do you see this? All this big dark area on this map right now?
You know the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the shadows.
Well, the top area and the top left area, right area, they're the extra story parts. As in, yeah, bonus story parts for this planet.
Once we get to the entrance of the next location, I'm AFK.
Okay. We're just crossing a bridge.
Real quick before so we crossed the bridge.
Oh no, we didn't pick up the mission. Oh, what day?
I don't even know where the mission is.
No, basically we go to a spot, we talk to this guy and he asked us to get a holocron.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I just remembered what it was.
Definitely are, bet.
Yep, it's just hot here, but still having a good time. And I got my fan on me if it's hot. And
Yeah, I don't like
even if Lizzie's in chat, I'm giving her hugs.
I give her head pats.
As long as I'm subbed and friends play this, we get XP for the guild.
Hey. I actually got an achievement for reaching level 50 for my character.
Yeah. Also, once you've cleared this character's story on the 3rd chapter, you have unlocked everything on that character's race.
Oh, cool. Oh, there's the first guy.
Okay, let's see. It will take probably 160 or 100 cartel. No. I think it'll probably take me probably 8,000 cartel for one of them. That's including a few extra character slots. Only one in the safe area. They're the roads I need. I was put that on anyway. Wow. Wait for him. Why am I up in this room? Oh, give me a second, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I need to adjust that. I forgot to adjust all guild members to be able to, you know, because it said currently recruits can't gain access to them. Alright, where are you?
Sarek said you'd be here. We've had an inspection team lost to the Killiks for days now. Advisors from Droman Karst. They were inspecting one of our mining sites for lanthanide deposits. But in the middle of their inspection, the entire place was overrun by Killiks. We've had no communication for days.
I want the full briefing. Risk assessment, strategic importance, all of it.
Moff Sarek wants the inspection team rescued, and fast. Apparently some of the most serious Rykov world. And the Killiks don't exactly respond to negotiations. They're the native aliens here. Giant bugs with just enough sentience to shoot a blaster. Attacking these Killiks would take half our army, but apparently I'm too close to the problem to strategically assess its value.
Lay it out then. What's the mission?
Go to the mines, find the team, and free any who are still alive. Whatever you can do to hurt the Killiks, do it. And there's my daughter. She was leading the team. If you save her, I promise as great a reward as I can muster.
I will not let these aliens kill your daughter or the advisors.
Thank you. For myself, even more than for my house.
Right, first we'll go do the story mission, then we'll go do that. Huh? That's me. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Yellow, 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 boop, the lazy go. Well, on the minute map, it's a yellow brick road.
Yep, it's a yellow road on the map, but it's the brown road on the actual physical plane.
Let's see if there's a bonus here. I'm not. I always check if there's any bonuses. There wasn't. Toasty.
Flambe.
But yeah. In 2 days when I give you the other character thing, you and Lizzie will make a new character, join the guild, and I'll set them so they can access the bank, but then later on I have to get you the bank thing. Oh, and obviously when we get lots of donations I can start giving items, just if we can get the donations for it. Because that's kind of why it take a while. Probably a long, long time.
Battles elsewhere. This music.
I'm looking for a phony relic, that's all.
You must be mistaken. Each piece here is an irreplaceable artifact from Alderaan's long and distinguished heritage. Some are thousands of years old. You must go before anything is damaged.
I won't lay a finger on a thing if you help me find what I'm looking for.
I have cared for these antiquities for 57 years. Every item here is the genuine artifact. I can prove it to you. I have an integrity scanner we use for restoration work. It will only take a few minutes to scan for enough. Oh no! security cameras. They've spotted you. You can't fight in here.
Don't worry. They're not even gonna make it to the door.
I can't believe this is happening.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Relic has turned into a robot. Beep bop boop.
I really don't know what you expect to find, but look out. Only a few more to scan. Just another moment, please. Please don't kill me. I found something, but that's impossible. If this is fake, where is the real first founding memorial base?
Work well under fire. Never thought about bounty hunting.
Don't be preposterous. I do nothing more than my duty to protect
Hello.
these cherished treasures.
Hi, Silver.
Have what you want. No, please.
How you doing, Riddick?
Fine, just play Star Wars, live streaming, and trying to stay cool with a fan.
Oh boy, you're getting hit by heat as well?
Yep. Well,
I
one
know
thing
that
is, one good thing is when it's about heat, one, it starts to cool down.
Right, but you're in summer right now. It's not exactly an icy period.
Yeah. I can't really handle the summer. Ever since I've been to Spain, my body adjusted and now it's too hot for me.
Jeez.
I've been anywhere, my body can't handle me.
Alright, Crimson, follow me.
Used to, but not anymore.
Something's wrong with your mic?
No,
It
it's
sound-
your mic.
No, it's not. What?
On my end, you actually kind of glitched out a little bit, Silver.
Everybody else is glitching out, which is kind of weird. Maybe you're just in a bad reception area.
It might be a Discord thing.
Yeah, probably Discord. Mike was doing the same issue. Okay.
And then Running's also doing the same issue as well on my end, but then for everyone else, it was...
Crimson sounds fine to me.
It's weird.
I have someone doing some really nice art of one of my characters. I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just wish I had some donations.
I uploaded my avatar on your chat too. And I've been
Nice.
hanging around in it.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see you. Captain Asersha, House Speak now. Gotta keep an eye out. Killix are everywhere.
Yeah, I'm glad that the person who fixed it made the tail physical, because now it fucking moves and it doesn't stay straight. Like
Many apples.
It actually has the physics to it.
Wait, does it have the ability to be grabbed?
I don't think so. I didn't put that into it.
You want to kill them too?
You also don't want to grab it because it's a blade. It might hurt.
Oh, don't worry, there's another guy who has a tail that's got a mouth on it.
Yeah.
Basically, you can grab onto the tail and you can literally get on the tail and swag you around.
Yeah, this is not a grabby tail. Grab the tail, you might lose the finger, or hand, or arm, depending on how much you try to grab of it.
Star Wars.
No touch. Where do you hang out on VR chat usually?
Mostly my worlds, and then we just play some games. Like, first 30 minutes we hang out in one of my worlds, then we play 2 different games for 40 minutes each, and then last 10 minutes we relax.
I'd like to see it sometime. Kind of curious.
I have currently 11 model worlds.
Look at you, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, they're either been commissions, models I made, or people's OCs commissions.
Cool.
Yeah, and they're all public.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you could easily find them yourself.
Yeah, I was with someone yesterday at their world. It was, what was it based off? It was based off a dungeon crawler they really liked. So every area connected to another area, and they were all interconnected in some way. But it was neat because it made it like a dungeon crawler. You find the store, you collect coinage, find a store, buy stuff, and then go through the dungeon.
Also, a friend of mine, Rick, aka Scourge the Hedgehog on YouTube, he's got the castle of Castle Acorn I made for his Kingdom map.
Cool.
Yeah. I even made the Groovy Train from Sonic the Comic.
Big castle. I'm gonna need more C4.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, you don't know. We are most of my 2 characters. Well, no, in the Sadam universe, one of my characters helped out the freedom fighters, but mostly work with the wolf pack. For shits and giggles, we tend to take antagonist routes. We don't try to cause problems, but we like to disturb stuff. So, hey, look at that nice castle. How about I blow up one of the turrets? That could work. It's not super offensive, but you know, it makes a statement. And I'd make sure no one's in the turret when it's blown.
Unlike Eggman's swap bots.
Kind of being... Nah, we don't deal with Eggman. We don't join Eggman. I don't call him Eggman.
In Siam, it's...
We'll take down Eggman because he's a bad guy, but we still like to mess around with the freedom fighters. Like, you good guys? Not technically. We'll beat the shit out of Eggman, but we're still gonna cause trouble for you. More like freelance. Can't really afford us. Make all our own equipment. Have our own aircraft. How familiar are you with military aircraft at all?
I try not to be.
So I used to play a game called Raptor, Call of the Shadows. Yes, no. So the jet they used in that game was like an F-15. So I took that a step further. My characters used an aircraft that's sort of like the F-15 Skull MD, which was the one that had all the canards and which was meant for like quick vertical takeoffs and shit.
That reminds me, I still need to find the time to upgrade the original Hyper Tornado I made. Because I do want to make upgrading.
Well, I'll deal with get my world finished.
For you. I don't have the time to do it, but I would definitely want to learn a little bit more.
I made a tower that's about over 900 feet.
Gee! compensating for much, maybe?
No, it's actually meant to be built like that, so it can create a magical technological barrier around my universe to keep the universe from entering.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Funny, I think we have something like that. We call it the Citadel. Not
Yeah, but world rings can punch through it.
We just have spires. The ancient orbital ring that existed around the world was reconfigured to 8 spires, which after my cast returned to their world, the dimensional scientist was able to craft, well, not until the Null arrived, because the Null were like, yeah, you guys fucked up, and they called it Null Wars. But we eventually came to terms with the Null, and they actually enlisted us as agents, and they helped us create barriers so that no other creature could enter our dimension. We could still travel to others with using special craft that we produced, but the Null are fantastic. They're terrifying, but they're like, they're like a police force that just looks terrifying. So you're not bad guys? We're kind of bad guys, but you know, maybe it's just the appearance, you know, the faceless monstrosities of death and destruction, and who can really say, oh, the Null are cool? No, we're terrible. We look awful. We scare. We destroy worlds. And we reset dimensions. It don't fucking work.
Reset a dimension is bad.
Well, it's not that bad. It's very doable. So think of it this way. When you watch a cartoon series, and you finish the series, and you start in episode 1, that's basically what it is.
Well...
Everything was reset to a point.
Well, the thing is, the Mass Point is basically has this bit where the universe is like based like a video game bit, and then when they get to a point, they reset, and then keeps on going and going. But as it resets, the energy keeps building more up, so allowing the dimensions to grow in that, and more dimensions to be
That was bad. Oh my god.
hot or something.
No, this guy in this truck. Sorry, this guy in this truck. Oop. Yep. Saw that happening.
Are you in the game?
What an idiot. No, I'm driving home. And this,
And-
I knew this guy.
And you're talking. You shouldn't be.
Nah, I could do this. I am not. 3 minutes slower? I'll take it. No, this guy in this truck, I saw that happening. I saw it. He's too close to the side and his truck kept scraping the median. And then he hit a construction barrier and went flying into traffic. Nearly hit the guy behind him.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, people should not be driving trucks when they don't know the game. And he hit a curb. This guy does not know how to drive the vehicle. He's turning away. Thank fuck. Anyway, don't mind my ramblings. People have told me I should do a podcast when I'm driving and complaining.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop.
I just had Nickelodeon go through my head. Nickelodeon. Damn it. I definitely had a lot of fun doing Sonic Sat-Am. I can't get behind the new stuff. Much more fun. Robotnik is like super bad. I'll take super bad. And the Wolfpack, the babies. They are my kin.
Because you're a wolf.
Yeah. It's funny, I have 2 different pathways of how it works. One, Loop is to be wed to a guy named Fenrir. But Loop starts falling for Silver, my character. And he's like, no, I don't want to mess with your relationship. Don't put me in this. But she's like, the marriage between her and Fenrir is more political than actual love.
Oh, like in the Archie comics when like in the Archie comics when Sally's dad was saying that Sally would have to marry Antoine and keep away from Sonic.
Yep, pretty much same deal. She didn't like that idea, but it was for the benefit of the tribe. So she went ahead with it, but because of my character coming in and screwed things up, long story short, Fenrir frames Silver for something. Silver proves he's innocent, fights Fenrir, defeats him unarmed. Like, Silver fights Fenrir unarmed while Fenrir had a weapon. Beats him. Fenrir is exiled, disgraced. He goes to Robotnik, gets roboticized, and basically seeks his revenge on the Wolfpack and destroys everyone. And then Silver goes mad and kills Robotnik, which kind of screws up the dimension and destroys it. The less chaotic way is Silver ends up in the Saddam universe because it's a pocket dimension. It's literally like, okay, you know how I can't remember the scientific term.
Genesis
Think of a
Wave.
universe that has like a bulb at the bottom. It's like just a bulb. It doesn't go anywhere except like it's sort of like a pit or a bucket.
Or basically like
And
these.
at the end
Or basically like the beginning of the Archie comics where it was all what's the word? The stories were more comedy and that, and then they start to going more logical a bit.
serious, yeah.
Like the dimensions are small and that, and then they start getting bigger and more complex.
Well, because it's just the Saddam series and not the comics, it's much smaller. So it's more of like a pocket dimension in itself.
Oh.
Silver was sent there by the Null because they kind of see it as a refuse dump. So he's there and he's powered, like heavily drained. He's about to get killed. Gets captured by Robotnik because Robotnik's intrigued that he can't detect him. Tries to roboticize him. It fails because Silver's augmentation and his dimensional anchor device stops that from happening. He escapes, is found by the Freedom Fighters, brought back to Knockhold, recovers, and I like the scene where he's awake after like a week of unconsciousness, and he immediately starts field stripping his handgun, and Sally comes in looking at him like, what are you doing? He's like, Silver's like, it keeps the mind sharp. I can't not do something. And so they chat, he learns a little bit about him. And she's like, well, the best people who could probably talk to you about, the ancient times of Mobius would be the Wolfpack, because they know. So he has to go find the Wolfpack. And the coolest scene that I had put together, a little bit thanks to AI, was when he runs into Luke the first time. She actually traps him. And they have a bit of a fight, but he's able to sort of beat her. And she's like, okay, you want to see the Wolfpack? Fine, you come with me. And she takes him on a very winding trip, and he knows that she's not taking him directly to the Wolfpack. She's testing him, how he walks, how he moves, his patience, and the whole time he's like going with it. Whatever, it's all good. After like the second night or that evening, she's like, I gotta challenge you. Yeah, she didn't fight him the first time. She had him at spear point the first time, and said, okay, she'll take him, but she has to see and tests him. Then she fights him, and he fights her unarmed, because that's what he usually does. Doesn't use any powers, doesn't use any weapons, he just fights her. And she's like, he can track her movements because of his augmentation, so he's able to predict what she does. And it actually upsets her to a point of like this guy is really crazy. He knows the shit. He's like, you're not my enemy. I'm not fighting you for any reason, but just to prove to you that I can hold my own. And so afterwards, she's like, okay, I can feel that you fight with not just your skill, but you have purpose behind it. You have movement and a confidence and strength that is not seen by men. So she's like, okay, I'll take you to the Wolfpack. Go tomorrow. And she takes him to a very it uses what was the word? Geological access. So it's like magic mixed with stones.
Power stones.
But they seem otherwise unharmed.
Sort of, yeah. So it's like, for example, getting to the Wolfpack itself requires you to move a certain stone a certain way, and it opens up a chamber door towards where you want to go. Towards the.
Oh, you mean like hidden
chamber.
agent
Yeah,
taking
it was really interesting.
trapdoors and that.
Yeah, sort of. And he basically works with the wolf pack, and between the tribal motif, there's also like technology. They're taking apart robotic equipment to like refit it and use it. And so, in his time being there, he helps out by like studying the equipment. And like, for example, they have a lot of robotic blasters, and they were modifying them. But the way they were modifying them was not correct. He's like, this vent port is upside down. You may want to revert it, because if you do that, you'll have a lot more capacity for firing, and you won't drain your batteries. So a lot of them start taking.
Or sometimes it explodes.
Yeah, he can scan and identify all this equipment because of his augmentation, and he's a weaponsmith, so he's able to understand like what to do to improve it. Plus, like they all are very curious about his handgun, which it's a Jericho, but it fires a specialized.
Yeah, Rannick's mom taught Rannick all about tech.
Cool.
He literally sees Metal Sonic as a work of art, just like Eggman does. But Rannick does see it could use a lot of upgrades.
Yeah, you don't want to muck with Metal Sonic. You gotta keep him stock.
Well, Rannick is working on a what's the machine? Magnetic defense system, so the Zeti couldn't use their powers on him.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Zeti. I think the only distance I went was the Dark Legion, because I thought the Dark Legion was cool. Okay. Repair my characters because of their augmentation.
Alright, we got this bit, and then we have to do another bit.
Another thing. Another thing.
Meow, 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 meow,
6
meow,
minutes
meow,
faster,
meow,
no
meow.
thank you. It's gonna be the same, watch. Don't matter. I'm committing. Committing! No thanks.
Enraged. System destabilizing. Mission objective incomplete. All supporting units are offline. Failure is not within mission parameters. This unit requests assistance.
What's the situation?
Compliant. This unit was one of several special forces assault points. Mission parameters. Eliminate Olgo stronghold defenses. Current mission status. Impossible. Extensive damage to this unit requires core shutdown. All supporting units have been destroyed. Requesting assistance.
How badly do we need that Olgo stronghold taken?
This is a multi-phased assault. If this unit's mission the Lord's Imperial military losses will be severe. Elimination of Olgo defenses allows strong...
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can throw it in and see if I can turn it into another crossover with the Dark Legion, but how's that happen? We return to a Sonic world, they think it's the same one, but it's not.
Oh, Captain, check if you can upgrade your bike.
Should the original world Silver Went 2 still exist or be destroyed?
Yeah.
It's all blank.
Not sure. Not sure if it comes in.
Should it exist or should it be gone?
Mostly they should exist, because a universe getting destroyed is
Kind of saddening.
well, more than extremely powerful artifacts or something that needs to be used. That it's not that easy to destroy an entire universe.
Okay, so maybe it evolved. Because if the Dark Legion would have to exist in a Saddam originated universe, it would have to change. It could. It could. Problem is, they never really. It wasn't until the comics they started messing with Knuckles.
There was actually a plot in season 3 of Siam for Knuckles to be.
Yeah, where they would. I know. I think that would. But I don't know the story too much of season 3 to fully dive into it. But I can always, guess and fabricate.
Yeah.
I don't know if it saved my prior works. Yes, it is gonna. I love my AI assistant. It's like, oh hey, are you gonna do a crossover here? So work on follow-up from prior Saddam's story after the first dimensional arc. Silver wants to return to the Sonic universe he left before. In doing so, however, he finds it has evolved. The Wolfpack still exists. Those he had fought beside against Robotnik's Doomsday still exist, but there's some new elements that appeared. Namely, a floating island named Angel Island has emerged. And the freedom fighters have been trying to identify it and those occupants aboard it. Silver, and Talia comes with it this time, work with the Wolfpack to find a way to jump onto the island at its closest point to Mobius. Upon doing so, they run into the Dark Legion fighting the Echidna Brotherhood and get involved in their civil war.
So no Twilight Cage or Hidden Guardians then?
What's Twilight Cage?
It's where the Dark Legions was imprisoned.
No, this is probably pre that. This is like the beginning.
Of course, in the comics it was actually originally first called the Twilight Zone. And then changed to Twilight Cage thanks to a certain Sonic RPG game. Pardon?
There's also a Ninja Zone as well.
It'd be nice if they can actually work out their own story to put staging.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Shield is such a cool character in Sonic Frontiers.
Sage was not in Sonic Frontiers.
You said Sage.
No, I meant Shade.
Oh.
Shade was cool. I didn't know much about her, but she was pretty good.
The one thing I remember about Sonic Chronicles is when the first images of all the characters came out, I said, oh my word, they're echidnas. And no one believed me. And when I even posted that I said they're echidnas. Because I could tell those were clothes, and yet everyone thought they were bugs with no clothes on. Yeah, and Sonic Paradox even did a joke with that.
It's going to show how much people don't try and see the skin-tight suits sometimes.
With armor on them.
They were really bugs. Where's the mandibles?
They all thought they were bugs.
Like I said.
But here's the thing is, here's the most biggest thing of all. The Babylon Rogues. They are basic Mobians like Sonic and that. So if they're cast as aliens, then that means Sonic is not aliens too. But it means also that Sonic and that came on the Ark with the Babylon Rogues. Which means the echidnas as well. Which means long ago they came from outer space, but since they've been living on the planet for so long, they're literally Earth now belong to the planet.
They're basically part of the planet now.
Yeah. And it also explains about the Chaos Emeralds being all written about the Ark. Well, think about it.
interfaces with the Babylonians.
If you put the whole point of the Chaos Emeralds came from the Babylon ship, then that means they've been sailing through the galaxies with the Chaos Emeralds, and they shoot the Chaos Emeralds off their ship to get rid of them for some reason.
But I thought that was the Ancients.
Oh no, the Ancients had one. The Ancients, which are the Chaos ones, had one emerald, one grey emerald, and they found another emerald on the planet, which was the green one.
Which means the big green one, which is the Master Emerald?
No, they only found the small green one. They say, if we take into account that the Babylonians have records about the Chaos Emeralds, which means they originally had all 7 and the Master Emerald. And at a point they been shooting them out in space, and then they came down to the planet and they separated into groups. The Echidnas went to the desert. Well, think about it like this. The Mobians of all the kinds came on the Babylon Ark. They shot the emeralds throughout space, and now and then aliens who came with them would travel, and the emeralds would bring them to Earth. Or basically the emeralds somehow got launched and they just came to Earth by themselves. The Ancients, which are basically involved in the Chow, they had the Grey Emerald, and their ships were powered by the Emerald to get away, and they were dragged to the Earth because the Green Emerald was detected. And as you know, when the corruption of the End was trapped in the systems, they had to give up their Wi-Fi connection system, which is what and without that, their brains devolved. So they devolved. And all their marble little, what are they called again? You know.
Coco?
Yeah. They are actually all their memories. Because that's what those Coco are, the brains. The interface with the technology.
Anyone played Command & Conquer Red Alert at all?
I do. I even got all of them on my PC.
You know the chronosphere sound when you deploy it? It's from the original game, not the new one.
I can't remember.
The original sound from like the Windows 95 version. I use that sound for my dimensional portal because it's so.
It would be nice if they actually remastered the original game. Use all.
Remaster the original game.
No, I know, but I meant more like completely free models and that, not just.
I don't remember. I don't know.
They did it to the original Command & Conquer.
Yeah.
But.
And Red Alert.
Yeah, but I want them to do it with 3D models like Command & Conquer 3 had.
They were. There was a fan project to do that. There was a fan project. Somebody was doing Red Alert 2 on VR. And they actually were doing a pretty bang-up job with it. It looked pretty good. You're basically just overlooking the whole battlefield. And, you know, you move your cursors and stuff to click and do stuff. So, totally, it was really well done. But I don't know, I thought it would be really sick. It'd be cool to see how you do it on an RTS kind of thing like that in VR would be fun.
I wonder when we're gonna get StarCraft 3. Probably not, because the story's actually partly ended.
This is my sister, Natalia. This is you. Ah, you're the woman he was talking to. Well, one of them. He has like 3, including you, he's got 3 girls. Loop, Aisha Clan, and Farrah Phoenix.
Wrong! Crimson, we've literally only got 50 seconds to get out of this room.
Huh?
Okay, if I actually pulled this where you were stuck in there, what would happen? Alright, nothing, because I had to wait for you. Shame. Alright, quick travel. I need to have a lot of donations if I'm going to help Lizzie and Crimson with this. Crimson, did you have to get in a fight? You could just use a quick travel.
Almost home. Jeez, still 7 minutes.
Luna, you can join the chat. Also, be right back. I'll get myself a drink. I'm a bit thirsty.
Alright, I'm gonna bounce because I'm almost home and I want to take a nap. So, you guys have a good evening, night, whatever it is, and take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
And back. And they only showed 2 emeralds, the green and the grey, in Frontiers. Basically, they had to move the emerald over to each one to force charging up the weapon systems. They had to have separate weapon systems set up, but they didn't.
Also, I want to mention they had 7 ships. That would be 7 emeralds.
Those machines that had the emeralds in charge up all the technology, so they had to build multiple. Which.
Yeah, so the one you see with the pure emerald and each other ship also has that particular thing for each other emerald. That's why you saw 7 ships for each other emerald.
No. They only had 1 grey emerald. In all the flashbacks, they had the grey emerald and then they found the green emerald on the planet.
Yeah, and that one green emerald was pretty big.
No, they were using the green emerald to power up one of the Titans. Crimson, if they had more emeralds, they would have shown it. All the always showed is that they had one emerald.
Yeah, but Sega though, they like to make you guess and try and interpret all their stuff.
Yes, but from what I can tell, Flynn went with the whole Archie comics where multiple worlds had one emerald. Well, multiple. Well, basically, you get the idea. When Adam took over the turtle, used Super Shadow and Super Turbo Tails to bring all the Chaos Emeralds from all around the universe to him.
Actually, you're talking about in the Archie universe there, okay.
And then that, what was it called?
And everything being the Archieverse, if there was the Archieverse instead of the Segaverse.
But it makes more sense if the emeralds were from one culture and then they were sent to other worlds, like they were trying to get rid of the emeralds to make this thing that they're running from not follow them.
And also they're putting other planets in danger as well, so then that contradicts their own.
Not really, it's more like by time we saw that hopefully that thing will be gone, but they didn't expect that one world will probably was affected by it and became the Black Arms, and another world prison that used the emeralds to make it prison, which became the end.
That's also another irony right there. It's like, why would Black Doom need to create Shadow in the first place if you already had Chaos Emerald?
No. Basically, there's in Shadow the Hedgehog's game, it actually showed this the Black Arms have been to Earth ages ago. So but also the Black Asteroid is actually a part of the world, so the world was blown up. Which means the Emerald must have been sent flying, or the last of the Black Arms race before they became the Black Arms probably took the Emerald away and used its power to make a bomb. Well, think about this. The Dark Evil I'm talking about used the Chaos Emerald and his knowledge to turn the Black Arms from what they were into the Black Arms. And they also destroyed their planet, making it into Black Asteroids. Yeah. And that's my phone, sorry. It makes more sense if a dark power, but also with all the emeralds being on the planet, he slows down his plans. Like, he could be the one who made Light Gaia and Dark Gaia, using the Chaos Emeralds, which is how Light Gaia and Dark Gaia took to them.
And he also could be the one that cursed Illumina to have doubts of herself and split two beings and
Well, that's the thing. The dark being is responsible for everything evil on the planet. Well, technically, does it sort of have two dream worlds? Yeah, we have the Sonic Shovel game, and we have Sonic's Dreams. Basically, Sonic Shuffle takes place in the real dream world, and Sonic Dream takes place with technology that basically, yeah, a technology that makes it so that people, pure-hearted, can get a wish. Basically, if the Great Evil made that dream ring, he probably made it because his beloved was pure of heart, and hopefully she can get herself free. Because if you think about it, a lot of stuff links up if you do it like that. But then Sega doesn't do it like that.
Well, Sega also doesn't do it chronologically like what all the
But also the Phantom Ruby could have been a prototype to make the Chaos Emeralds link to bring them to him. But that project failed. This says I'm telling a medical thing. No, it's probably a glitch.
On my end, I'm missing.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says you are.
Look for you. Yeah, that's the confusing part about Sega.
Wait, is it destroy medical things or is it pick up one?
I'll pick up. That's why. I got it now.
My one says deliver to. Alright. But as I was saying, it all makes more sense if you link it like that. Pet Luna. Luna, I did say you can join. Built the Luna. Basically, I think, yeah, the Soul Emeralds are meant to be like a carbon copy of the Chaos Emeralds. Like, the guy, the devil tried to copy these Chaos Emeralds to, because, say first he couldn't get the Chaos Emeralds because they're too far, he didn't know how to track them. So he makes the Soul Emeralds, but because they're basically carbon copies, they give life energy and not, oops, wait a moment, they give life energy, and so yeah, so he drops them in a pocket dimension, which turns them into, which feeds the Soul Emeralds, then feeds this pocket dimension with life, become its own dimension. And yeah, that's why if they move, they will literally make the planet start to kill itself.
I actually have a question on that and everything. With Sega, because I don't think they'll have that idea and everything.
Well, they take
Chaos Emeralds before from his world was sold it.
nothing.
You see what I mean, though? We don't.
The Chaos Emeralds are basic unlimited energy of the gods. The Soul Emeralds are like the Chaos Emeralds, but they're unlimited life energy. And since Blaze is fire, fire is like life, so that's what was technically like no Blaze.
Yeah, if you also consider the whole dimensional thing as well as the connection of the 06 era, you also have Iblis thinking as well.
Flyer. No, there's no Soul Emeralds in the bit with 06. And that Blaze in that whole timeline there, she's actually born in that future timeline.
Yeah, but then at the end of the whole thing and everything, she utilizes the emeralds to take Iblis out the whole eclipse.
No, she uses the Chaos Emeralds. Blaze uses the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, she utilizes the
And
in that time.
and then yes, but when Sonic and Elise erased the timeline by blowing out the candle, but Blaze in the void was her shockwave hit. Iblis fell out of her into the dimension which is known as Sonic Rivals 2, and Blaze into the Soul Dimension, which the Soul Emeralds then linked up to her, and thanks to the time stones on the little planet also fixing the timeline, it fixes Blaze to be part of that timeline with the Soul Emeralds. That's how she became the princess. Thank you, Time Stones, for fixing all errors in timelines. Little planet. But technically the Time Stones literally just warp the planet in and out every month. But the planet will get closer to the planet if you have one of the Time Stones on the planet. Basically because the...
Yeah. We're just discussing it, but no worries.
What do you mean? 06 is canon. Sonic 06 is...
This is why I said Sega needs to fix their stuff and actually say what's canon, what's not.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
06 does that, but I know what's canon, and I can actually... And also I love... Thing about me, I love fixing things. Like plot holes and that.
I know you do.
Like, how can everyone be stupid and not see that Iblis the dog is literally on top of that capsule where Sorianis was in?
Because Sega didn't properly do their camera angle properly. They showed.
Oh no, they did. It's just no one looks. I look at all the whole screen.
I know.
Even if you erase something, a pocket timeline will still exists, which is how Sonic Generations shows Silver's future in that pocket dimension.
Yeah, time travel is a very confusing thing when it comes to
Yeah.
stuff,
Even if no one remembers that thing, it still exists.
in some genres and everything, where even though one timeline is erased, it still exists no matter what.
Also, one comic actually explained it nice. Basically, they did it where Sonic's in the white void and he sees Sally. He doesn't know her, but when he touches her, she comes undone and he has a big adventure with her. And then when the adventure closes, basically, as I was saying, the adventure ends, Sonic doesn't remember, goes on to fix things, but then Sally's reborn as Landuin. Yeah, that basically explains it. Time, space can still exist, even if time changes. Like, there are two types of voids. There's the void between dimensions, that's like a massive wall that no one can cross, and then there's a void of nothing. The void of nothing, literally, when time and space change, you literally, things get, what's the word? Basically, say, if someone's timeline was changed so they can't get born, that person gets put into the void of nothingness until their timeline is restored. Of course, when that happens, usually that means there's two more dimensions. One with that, with one. But using technology such as the thing that Linda used to keep herself in the timeline when King Shadow shattered it is kind of... Yeah, that bit is kind of risky because that technology can also make it so that another version of them will go there and they can't leave.
Yeah, that's what I thought was kind of bad with Linda and that other character that had that kind of fight.
Well, the thing is, her son has it, Ruton, and others have it too, like Tails' kids.
why Silver has a headache in a lot of his stories, everybody. He fixes one problem that's already...
Well, Silver has it more because the thing uses the time travel literally keeps himself, but also changes time. I guess you could... Basically... how do I put it? You know, in Sonic 06, when it first happened, that's when Silver's point came in. So the time stones which fixed it made it so that Silver has his own bit that comes in. But the downfall is, yeah, futures.
Timelines.
Yeah, to fix it. The time stones fixed it so Silver's time exists, but also the bad bit is he has to be from a dark future where he has to try and fix.
Yeah, which I still find funny how everything is explained. How Silver goes between both the past and the present and everything, and then he tells Sonic about how his future looks and how everything changed. But it never actually explains how Silver goes between the timelines.
Yeah, it's because how far Silver's meant to be from the future. You get the idea now.
Yeah, like I said, he's 200 years into the future, but they still don't explain how he actually does it. Does he use a time machine?
Oh, I think he used probably the time stones. Basically, he probably meets the Guardian of the Time Stones.
Saying they don't actually show him use it.
Yeah, because it's probably basically he doesn't have the time stones on him. He just uses it to go to the past. And when he's done, they send him back into the future. Basically, type of the thing is, like, when your thing is done, you go back to the future and fuse with the timeline version of yourself. So he has both memories.
So in a way, it's kind of like how the time stones are literally like projecting him into the past.
In a way, yes and no. It's the real him, but then it teleports him back. It's basically to make sure time flows perfectly.
Why do I feel like you're trying to make it sound like how Trunks is in the universe?
Oh no, for Trunks it's actually multiple time, but Silver is just one timeline, which changes.
Yeah,
But it can still be a pain.
Especially when all the people and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, like there's one timeline in Sonic Rivals where it's Silver versus him and Dr.
Yeah.
Gentleman Eggman. Yeah, let's just call him Dr. Gentleman Eggman.
Gentleman Eggman. Right.
Yeah, because he actually acts more like a gentleman. I actually wonder if that's where they got the idea for Eggman to be a gentleman in,
I don't understand why they couldn't just call him Eggman 200.
or call him Classy Eggman. The thing is, he hates the whole story of it. He hates Dr. Eggman. He wants, but then he teams up with Eggman.
Yeah, he's literally contradicting himself.
Oh. Hey, can you click on that thing in the door?
thinking about it.
Alright. Really? Alright. But yeah, all this stuff can happen over and over.
Yeah. It's time travel for you.
You know them, but that's how the time stones work. They do fixed timelines that, but also can cause issues as well.
Yeah. Great time skills and time travel.
Yeah, but the one thing that does better with time travel is the world rings. Basically, by the world rings, they can go back in time, forward through time, and be part of the history. The only difference is some parts of it can be put into stories. Like the Arabian Nights. All the Arabian Nights bits happened, and then they all got, with the world rings being energy, made it to a story. Which also made it so that a certain pair had, well, basically the daughter of the eraser, the genie of the story, he learned more about the stories he was trapped in.
Yeah, but weren't all the Arabian Nights part of one book?
Yes.
And then Sonic also included the storybook that was the Arabian Nights?
That's the Black Knight story. But for that bit, imagine the great evil had something to do with, and it had,
Literally used the energy of the time stones to seal certain time zones into...
well, more example, say the great evil had something, he made us a family, and the Camelot Knights killed his family, and say Mephiles the Dark was one of them, who was captured by their neighbouring kingdom, and the great evil was set free, and he...
And I know where this great evil is being referenced to.
Yeah, and he destroyed Camelot, but he made a boy, give him energy of the world rings to make the story live in the storybook, or basically had Merlin.
Hi, Dark.
Yeah, Merlin sacrificed his own life to save the lives and tales of Camelot.
We're idiots who decided to suddenly attack innocent people out of nowhere.
Well, the thing is, Merlin would probably know the evil one when he awakens, so he would have used a special amulet of that to block him. And the reason why Mephiles the Dark wanted to erase all the time and recreate it is probably to make it so his father, the evil one, had his future with his beloved. The thing about stories like this is, even good or evil can be mixed up. Like someone who is pure good, who just wanted to be with someone forever, ends up making them into pure evil. but they still love them. And then they get sealed away. And out of love, they try. Their beloved who got free tries to free their beloved.
Yeah.
But on the way, they cause chaos in the way because. But each time they are reborn, they gain a bit of their heart back. Also, it makes sense because if everything had a thing that caused it all to happen, and it happens. Like, why did the ancients, aka Chaos type people, have an emerald to begin with? How did they get it?
Another one. Where did the end come from in the begin with?
Yeah.
And that actually shows the planet.
And we actually found out the end is actually a life form that was imprisoned in them. And it actually made its prison its new body.
What was in itself the giant.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of unique things, but not a lot of origins.
Yeah, and
I mean, heck, we hear the origin of, like, let's see, Knuckles, Amy, Tails.
give me a second, go lock a door. Alright, I'm back, and on the one side, Mobians probably are more mature when they come to a certain age.
This, a bounty hunter. Well, what do you know? Thule isn't half as stupid as I thought. It won't do them any good, but I'd give them points to try. Now, if you'd kindly hand over the payment.
Mobians have different body types, as I've said. So they not. Well, what's the word?
So well, I thought Thule would send some scrawny diplomat I could take hostage.
You know, they don't really have wants or greed or that. They have little ambitions like Tails wants to build stuff.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sonic wants to just have adventure. Others just want to have normal lives. Just live happily and.
Not all Mobians with these incredible superpowers like Sonic does.
Running.
I hear Curlia.
Yeah.
You okay, Curlia?
Just exhausted.
I think everyone is feeling that with this heat.
Well, no, it's not a lot.
But Lizzie felt exhausted today.
This guy. They have the better of us, and besides, it's not worth it. The evidence is already on its way to House Elder.
Build the Curlia.
He had no intention of giving it to you.
Don't expect me to leave without getting what I came for.
Sam, you idiot! We could have been pals. Lost all sense of honor. And stealing? I swore to live by a code. Whoever with the evidence is delivering it to Ulgo's son, Vesix.
Damn, you betray your own brother?
I'll kill you for that! Damn it, Kai. I'm sorry.
He was on betrayed him.
Look, the coordinates console over there. You might be able to catch him if you hurry. I'll take Kai's assassins. I promise. Neither you nor Duel will hear from us again.
Grabs the Cuddy's ears. Soon the weather will start to cool down, but it's not by till 1:30. It'll be fully cooled down for me.
I take the fact that you're rummaging around with the assassin's files to mean that the meeting didn't go well. The evidence has already gone to Ulgo. You're kidding me. Damn it. Well, spare no detail. If Vesix Ulgo gets that evidence, soon every house on Ulgo...
Did he just walk out the hologram?
...full high risk to kill. Yeah. And when? They won't just banish them, they'll destroy
What happens when you walk away from these actual visual eye things?
That may be easier said than
You notice that Alderaan is a longer story, right?
highly trained commandos on Alderaan. They have even defeated Jedi.
Also, just so you know, we're literally in the center spot on this planet.
I have to ask you to recover that evidence. Quickly.
This spot is where we can actually meet Republic characters.
Find the evidence. Destroy it. And I promise you double the reward when you return.
So I'm at 55, you're at... You got this mission? What's that long way? We've got to take some STEM items. Luna and Rogue at the beach. What's wrong? No. Alright, you picked it up, sorry. Alright, now we take the bridge. How's Kalia? Gives Kalia a bar of chocolate. puts a plate of sushi in front of Luna. Oh, I'm just waiting for Curly to snatch it.
You asshole.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to snatch the sushi off her. Meow. Alright, now we take this. Then we go over this way and that way and boop. I think it might be better if we head back to the beginning because that's where we're going to talk to the guy. But if I remember rightly, I think one of these... I can't remember fully if it... But we got to go back to the hired man. So after we do this bit, we'll exit the cave and we turn to him. Oh, we turned to him again. Alright. Alright. Ah, boy. So, Luna, if you had Shadow on your left and Rouge on your right, who would you kiss? Oh, so Luna would kiss them both. Is there even a single free online game Kelly would play? I know one thing Kelly would do if she was playing Fortnite. Kelly would build a big thing after she knocked someone, grab them, run up this thing and yeet them off it.
Actually, I did try to build Curly's house, but I think I built it in the wrong way.
Kelly, you do know why the whole yeeting someone off a high thing was added as an achievement to Fortnite?
Because it's funny.
It was added because of Laser Beam. Because he literally did it on pretty much all the time. Alrighty then. Off your bike. Boop, look at it, boop the Luna. But Luna, you need to be booped. Do you know why? Because if you don't, Shadow and Rogue will kiss you on the cheeks.
And that ultimate life one could definitely open that box. I was mostly talking about opening the box and pulling out of the box.
Lunar and Shadow sitting in a tree. Kissing. Lunar and Rogue sitting in a tree. Not saying what they're doing.
Pucking.
No. Rogue would do a lot more than that. Alright, quick travel back to the beginning where it's purple.
I know. I was trying to.
Full palace.
I already have him, but I was trying to get a female of it.
Okay.
The full palace.
Because last time I was here, it gave me a male, but now it gives me a female.
I'd sooner thrust my fist into a thresher.
I don't understand. I thought this had already been a raid. Approved.
Advocate, be so kind as
Who the fuck is shooting me in the ass? Huh? Wait.
I suppose
No,
insolence is to be expected.
it's down here.
Or sparse social graces. As for you, if I find you here when I
Yeah, I know that one. But that one doesn't have a gun.
Does this mean I should cancel the ceremony?
Then why isn't that shooting me? It has a grenade.
Oh my word, I've just gotten myself.
She doesn't have a gun. She has a grenade.
Wait, what?
The last person that I forgot to kill.
Luna. Boop. You're not in a box.
Nick.
Yes, Courier?
Are you streaming?
Yes.
That merits a bonus, I think.
Fuck.
Why?
Excellent. Should never
I
go
needed to
unnoticed.
say something to get it out of my chest to be sure.
This is an organic
Hugs.
cost type. Give me a moment to pass the details. Houses. Urgo vessels. House Organa. Duke Corwin isn't just allying with the Organas. He's organizing an entire coalition against the House Thorn.
Sounds like he's prepping you guys for a good beatdown.
Intelligent, but accurate. And there is nothing we can do about it. My cousin is safe within the sanctuary of House Rist. If he's under their protection, it's little wonder why the Juristeel Duke always survives. The Rists are a family of assassins who ascended into nobility through centuries of murder and sabotage. Duke Corwin is beyond our reach.
I'm gonna pay House Rist a visit. Be back once the Duke's a corpse.
You're determined. I'll give you that.
Meow.
We need to find Duke Corwin's haven inside House Rist and stop whatever
Duke
negotiations
Corwin.
my cousin has underway.
Boop the Luna. Boop the Courier.
Sending you to your death. But if you can manage
Yes,
to
you
succeed, I will have a suitable payment waiting.
Question. You know what? Why not? After, if the donation goal for the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, I will set up for the next model will be not Monty the Croc, but it will be Luna's. Yeah, so after the donation for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is done, I'll make Grimrock Freddy and play the game for about 2 or 3 hours, probably just 2. And then I will do the next one where I make Luna's character as a model and play the game again. Built the Luna.
Oh my god.
And then we came to have Luna in VR chat with her character and have a what, Luna? Let me repeat it, Luna. After the donation goal currently for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is done, and I make Grimrock Freddy and play the game for an hour, for 2 hours probably. The next goal will be set for me to play the game for more hours, and I'll make your model as well of your character. Yeah, I'm gonna skip on the Grimrock Monty because yeah. I literally didn't. In the stories I didn't set him to be part of it. And yeah, boop. Crimson? Have you talked to the Duke? Boop, Luna, boop, Luna, boop, boop, boop. But Luna, it all depends on how long it takes for the donations to be done, because yeah, as Luna, it might be a year or so before it happens, because I still got the current donation goal for Security Breach, and then I still. So boop. Hugs. Wait. Crimson, where are you?
I'm outside.
Why are you crying?
I think she's happy because I said after the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach donation goal on that one, the next donation goal for Five Nights at Freddy will be I'll be making Luna's model instead of Monty.
Oh, it's like the same thing that you did for me, okay?
Yeah. So yeah, when the Security Breach donation goals meet, I'll make Grimrock Freddy, then let's do the next one after I play the game, and then go up for Luna's model with the game again. Are you taking the taxi or taking the quick travel to where I am?
My quick travel takes a minute to recharge, remember?
So you're going to take the taxi?
Yeah, I gotta take the taxi because I gotta wait for mine to recharge. Find out in a moment.
Well, by the time you get here and by the time we answer these rewards, we'll probably have to end the stream. Might even set up a or probably just put Rogue the Black Wolf on my donations for me to make models at.
Yep.
Also, Crimson, would you actually travel to the southeast part on this map?
What?
On this map, if you look at the full map, you see there's a lot of grey area on the bottom part. The south area is all Republic. And the courier is being tickled by Lord X.
What?
Courier, look behind you.
I wish I could see them.
Yes, but Luna, as I said, it all depends on donations. So basically,
Across Alderaan. The rest are wounded.
99, 88.
I have used it for everything. It's been a real honor. I'll continue monitoring Rist. If they plan to retaliate, we'll hear about it next.
Repair. And 5.
Tell me you've defeated Essex. Tell me you managed to destroy the evidence of Thul's misdeeds before Ulgo was able to distribute it.
You've got my guarantee.
Never in my entire life have I been so relieved. Here is a reward from House Thul. You've done a great thing for the Empire. I hope you realize that.
And then we got these two over here. And then we're going to have to... Well... I built the Luna. I built the courier. But as I said, Luna, I had to wait for donations to be done. No, relax. Donations are basically random. Like Freddy will probably put some there, and votes will probably do some there. It all depends on. But anyway, just give it a few seconds because we literally got less than a minute. Well, probably 30 seconds. And stop dancing. That dance looks silly.
It's fun. I do the dance. It's fun. Girl, I'm chaotic.
Alright, it's been 3 hours. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow we should be continuing this and hopefully Lizu can join us. So until then, have fun, respect and GG. And everyone give Luna hugs.